Welcome back to Achievement Unlocked. Rejoining me today are Katrina and Alex, and new members on the podcast for today are Matt and William. Say hi.
Howdy,
Hello.
howdy.
Hello.
We have two new gentlemen joining us today.
We have to
and
fight.
there's
We have to fight for a 5-person setup.
Yeah.
Well, not really fight. It was a compromise.
Yeah, it's kind of rise. But if we're gonna have more people on, maybe we should see if Trio has another mic.
Oh my god.
Because right now, Matt and Katrina are sharing a mic.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see the awkward look on Katrina's face. She's like so uncomfortable.
Dude, just listen. It's only weird if
It's
you make it
okay.
weird. Okay.
I also very rarely see Matt without his mask on, so I didn't know he had a scruff on the chin.
We're just like, oh my god, where's Matt? He
Gotta
puts the mask back
gotta
on.
get some nice
There he
facial
is. Oh my
And
god.
it ain't as full as yours, though.
Yeah, it's nicer than my neck beard.
Give me some more credit, man.
Oh my
You should
god.
see one of my friends. I have a worse one than you.
I feel like Isaiah's the most scruffy looking. We joke how he looks like a mix between a drug dealer and then Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
I can see that, yeah.
He definitely looks like it.
Oh my god. That's insane.
All right, so some like bring up with anyone new on the podcast. We like to talk about especially you in particular, Matt, since you're in the program with us.
Yep.
Like what brought you to esports? Like how'd you get interested in video games, that kind of thing?
I mean, interested in video games, it goes back, pretty much to when I could actually have form memories and have more memory and like, okay, I gotta do this in this video game to be able to beat it. So like 2005, it goes back. But I guess more specifically around, obviously like 2020 to right now would be when I got hired at the esports lab.
So it started as a work study, then you started going from there.
Yep.
He's the cool cat in the Smash Bros community. No.
So you were always just kind of around video games, and the work study kind of give you a chance to do it more actively.
Oh yeah. Especially like Alex said, Smash Bros. Hell, I never thought I'd be able to do like more competitive stuff or catch up to competitive people.
Yeah, I only got into Smash Bros. Stuff like that recently when I bought my Switch back in August. So it's like a more recent thing for me than everyone else.
I see.
What about you, William? I know you're not part of the esports program with us, but like you interested in like video games or esports and anything all that?
I'm not as much right now because I'm more into sports at the moment. But I grew up with Call of Duty a lot playing with my dad and uncle, and then played a little bit with my friends when we went into the esports lab. It was really fun and it looked really cool to do competitive stuff with everyone.
Yeah, it's real fun. I unfortunately, Alex and I got into it late. We didn't get into it like late of last semester. So for like most of the first semester, I just sat around in the student center when I could have been, hanging out, playing games with everybody.
Same here, boy.
Bit of a missed opportunity. But so then what was like the very first video game that you guys played that like, at least earliest video game you can remember that probably kicked off your love for video gaming? Because we've talked about a little bit how like mine is like a Star Wars Complete Saga.
I see.
It's just the first video game I ever picked up, and there was no turning back from there.
And mine was Pokemon.
Mine would have to be, I guess console specific, like the GameCube, Mortal Kombat Deception.
Deadly Alliance.
Yep, Deadly Alliance.
That's a pretty good one though. I'm surprised that'd be your first game. I assume you're young when you start playing games, so Mortal Kombat's kind of
I know.
kind of a pretty brutal entry.
Yeah, but hell, it prepared me for what else gaming had to offer in the future.
What about you, William?
Mine had to be either Mortal Kombat or Black Ops 1. Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1 was a good one.
Oh yeah.
I got into Call of Duty kind of late because all like the major gaming franchises were associated like Halo, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, stuff like that. Didn't get from my dad because he hates all those gaming franchises, so I had to get into it later.
Yeah, me neither. I don't really play first-person shooter games. I mostly play the other games.
I think I need to turn mine up a bit.
You're 3.
Okay.
You're good. If you want to turn up, go ahead.
So, yeah, I mostly played the Pokemon games or the, like, Mario games.
So you're more of a Nintendo person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always have good stuff. Usually.
They
Back
do.
then, arguably be more good quality stuff back then, but a little here and there nowadays.
Yeah, I'm getting into it now. I kind of think I started strong with Smash Ultimate. Breath of the Wild as like the first games I bought for my Switch.
Same here.
And that Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yep.
Pokemon was my first purchase on a Switch.
I recently got a Switch, so
Oh,
I haven't
nice,
played too
dude.
much.
I'm with you there, man. I started with Smash Ultimate Breath of the Wild. I got a handful of games throughout. Got Pokemon Violet when it first came out. Regarding that decision,
Yeah.
considering Pokemon is growing Violet. I still played Fire Red before. Fire Red is still a very good Pokemon game. Classic. It's
Oh
really good.
yeah. The classics are always good to revisit. So.
You know, Violet's still fun and all, but it's not Fire Red. But that's also a very hard comparison.
I have Pokemon Sword right now.
Shield.
I'm
Yeah.
the kind of person who probably get both out of a set, just so I'd have both of us. Like I can go back and get Sword or Arceus or something like that, but I'm probably gonna get Scarlet before I get anything else, just so I have a complete set of Scarlet Violet.
Bro, I got Pokemon Shield so I could fight a ghost kid. What do you mean?
I just get both versions so I can experience both.
It looks like a miniature Shy Guy, dude. Alistair.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I have Sword, so I got Gordy. And
Gordy.
Gordy and Bea, the
Oh yeah, the
fighting type.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't believe we're gonna get back into this. Katrina and I are at odds on this. Starter. Who's your starter out of the original 3?
I can't say because, well, real quick before we get to that question, what's the difference between like Shield and Sword? Because I'm not big into
I don't know.
It's just like a couple of the boss fights that are exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a couple of different gym leaders that they have a different type specialty.
Yeah.
And you also have, if you get the expansion, your rival in the expansion in that
Is also exclusive.
is also different. If you get Sword, they're a poison type, and if you get Shield, they're psychic.
Oh.
The psychic one? Is it bad that I thought that the psychic person was a woman? I thought it was.
No,
okay.
no, it's not. It's not bad at all.
All right.
Hell. I mean,
He is very flamboyant.
Oh my god.
I mean, in real life, you wouldn't be amiss if you were mistaken. Because I remember a few months back, I was mistaken for a girl because I had my mask on and my hair tied back like it usually is. And
Like, does someone just see you from like the back and is like, "Hey, excuse me, ma'am"? You
No,
just turn around, you're like, "What?"
from the front, they saw me from the front. They
Oh my
walked
God.
up, but I didn't take no offense because I'm not that sensitive.
But no, so Katrina and I are odds about this. I say Squirtle. She says
Oh, I thought you meant like the starters for Sword and Shield.
no. If we're talking classic starters, which one do you choose? Because I choose Squirtle, and Katrina disagrees with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with classic starter. I usually choose the Bulbasaur.
I was just thinking.
So what are your guys' then out of the original 3?
I mean, I can't really say since I'm not big in the Pokemon scene, but
Like the original 3 are Charmander, Bulbasaur, and
Yeah.
Squirtle.
I'm gonna
That's
choose
it.
Squirtle.
I'd say Charmander.
Water types are good for down the road. For like the fire types, always.
Squirtle team.
Like him. I would choose. I don't know. I'm not that big in the Pokemon, but I would still choose Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. Because Bulbasaur not only will probably get you past the first 2, because it's rock, then water. And grass has an advantage against both of them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but with a Charmander, you're going. That's not to attack him, but Charmander's rough one for like the first 3 or 4, and then Squirtle is aside from water is good for like the first 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the electric gym.
Oh yeah, the electric gem. You're screwed.
I didn't have too much of a hard time with the electric gem.
I mean, as long as you get a ground type from the between the first and the second gym, yeah, maybe, but
Oh yeah, like other Pokemon can be saving grace. If we're talking for your starter, I guess I gotta go Squirtle.
Yeah.
Some Pokemon as first starters are rough. Like anytime I came across a Weedle, I'm like, please don't poison me. Please don't poison me.
Dude, me.
well, that's also why I like the Bulbasaur evolution, because they have a bit of a higher resistance to getting poisoned.
Okay.
Let's point out we went a while that time on Pokemon. For you guys' background, there have been episodes where we've only talked about Pokemon to the point where I named one episode. We can't stop talking about
Dude.
Pokemon.
No. Like seriously, They may sound like they're joking, but I kid you not. They were talking about like one Pokemon episode and the chemistry of the main character of the show and many other characters for at least almost an hour, to the point where I'm just scrolling through Instagram.
There's an
Like
hour.
while they're talking, I'm like, bruh.
There was a solid hour Alex didn't talk.
Like, dude, if I had popcorn right now and they were just fighting, you'd just be hearing me eating it off camera because I'm like, yep, this is gonna happen again.
Yeah, we're not gonna go into the show characters.
Please don't. If that was just for one episode of the chemistry, I can't imagine like me being there for an entire analysis where I'm just like, well,
Yeah, I don't want to go down that road again.
Thank God you two weren't not there for that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, learning more about Pokemon in general.
True.
I mean, it's this huge multi-billion-dollar company.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I want to
I
say multi-billion
mean-
dollar after Scarlet and Violet. A lot of people still bought, but
I bought
know,
Scarlet,
I
but I barely started it yet because I still
I
have to
bought
finish
both.
Shield.
the game is still fun. But in terms of visuals, is what I'm mainly nagging on.
Yeah.
My
like
uncle,
Yeah, the
character design's
visuals
the best.
could be improved a bit.
my uncle bought, I forget which one, but him and his friend at work bought one, and they traded off them. But I think he got Violet. When he bought Violet, he finished it within a day.
A
And-
day?
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
then,
God.
He's done
I mean,
7
not-
different runs through it.
And how many days?
That's not that
A
surprising.
month.
Man.
But he's done different, I forget what it's called, type locks or something.
Okay, let me reiterate what you just said.
Nuzlocke.
Nuzlocks, yeah.
He bought it, and he finished one run through in a day,
Mhm.
and then did 7 run throughs within a month.
Mhm.
Oh my God!
I've had the game since launch. I'm not
That-
even a third of the way through.
How many,
That, my sir, is dedication.
How many hours?
No, he doesn't really sleep.
Oh, because I'm gonna say, how many hours does it
Just
take
like
to-
most hardcore Pokemon fans.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't
Jesus.
surprised at all when he said that because
Bruh.
I've done that with a few of my games where I've bought it and then I just finished it within a day or two.
I did something similar when Sonic Frontiers came out.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
pre-ordered Sonic Frontiers and did everything. Not even just like finish the playthrough. Everything, all side missions, achievements, everything
That's
in
what
2
I-
days.
That's
I
what
can vouch
did
for that. He told me
with
2 days later that he
Pokemon
finished
Sword.
it. I was like,
Shoot.
boy, what?
That's what I did with Pokemon Sword. Is I finished it within like a couple days.
And one of the funniest
Oh,
thing is,
man.
you guys remember when they released the Sonic Colors remaster, Sonic Colors Ultimate?
Yep.
I pre-ordered that, still haven't taken it out of the plastic wrap. Sonic Frontiers completed in 2 days.
Am I-
Jesus Christ.
Do you guys know the Avengers game?
Yep.
I don't know.
I played a little bit of it, but
So when it first came out, my parents bought it for my brother, and I ended up playing it. I finished almost the entire game except for one chapter, before they even added Wakanda, in, 6 days?
And how many
that-
chapters are there?
There's 3 chapters, and
Okay.
I finished all of the side quests in 2 of them, and in main story in 3 of them.
Jesus, dude.
I mean, y'all know the remastered Dead Space?
yeah, I would play it so bad, but I don't have a Series X.
Because I had it on PC and I finished that dude in like, I want to say 4 days.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite part about the Pokemon fandom is the fan games.
Oh, I've seen a couple of those. Isn't there like one that's like a random like generator or something?
The ROM hacks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
God.
I love
like the
those.
randomizers and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's this one game where every single Pokemon that you catch out in the wild is like almost max level.
Oh
It would
my
be hard
God.
to catch though.
Oh, yeah.
There's one streamer I watch who's been playing one. I don't remember what the game it is. I just remember seeing the clips on TikTok as well. But he's playing one where it's like, you merge the Pokemon, makes like these cursed combinations.
Oh yes!
I wanna
Pokemon
see that.
Fusion.
Bro, I want to see that and just see what weird curse combinations come up.
I know I've liked a few on TikTok. You guys keep talking.
I want to get that game.
Bruh.
I want to get it so that I could create the Pokemon fusions.
I've seen a lot of speed runs and stuff of different games, and Pokemon's a couple of them that I've seen. It's just wild how fast they can do it.
Yeah.
Jesus, right?
I mean, once you get the hang of going through the gyms and what you need to do in order to beat the gym leaders, it's pretty easy to just do a quick run through.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Like, I feel like if you do, like, at least one casual run-through of it, so that you know, like, what types are effective and not, then you just don't waste your time catching certain ones that you know aren't going to get you through it fast enough. Yeah, I could say that.
Well, speaking of speedruns, do you guys know The Witcher 3?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
You know how it's like 200 hours or something?
Yeah, it's a long game, yeah.
My uncle did it in a month.
Jeez.
All side quests included.
Man.
Dude, your uncle is just, like, insane.
He's
a hardcore gamer, it sounds like.
I'd like to...
He said he beat in The Witcher 3 times.
Oh my
Wow.
god, that's
Man.
dedication. William's uncle, if you're out there right now, you are a gaming god. Good Jesus. That is impressive,
Hey
sir.
guys, I go in the clips pull up. So he's combining an
Oh my god.
eye-palm and a nine-tails.
He's so big.
Oh!
Here,
Oh,
here,
God.
I'll have to play it twice.
What's the
Once for Alex,
results?
one for here. I'll show you three first. I'll show it to Alex here.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no, A-Pop. Oh no. Here it comes.
Oh yes, I watch him.
Let's see what kind of electric
scared.
I'm making.
Oh my god.
Oh!
I'm
What-
That's
scared.
not that bad.
I'm scared. What is
That's
it?
not the most cursed I've seen, because
I gotta see this. Hold on.
Oh no.
what was that one Pokemon?
Oh, okay.
The cow.
Uh-oh.
Miltank.
Yeah,
What?
Miltank.
Why they just look
I've
big?
seen some cursed stuff like Miltank and Diglett.
Oh yeah!
That's actually
Miltank
kinda cool.
and Diglett is
Like-
really cursed.
Like, if they
Why
took out, like, the way the snout looks, that would actually be a really cool Pokemon. I feel like.
Yeah, he made a good point. That's not as cursed as the Miltank
Yeah.
and Diglett fusion.
That's not as cursed as I thought it would be. That actually would be a cool
I'm kind of probably
Pokemon.
watching. There's also one where it's like a Whalmer and something else, and it's something purple, and the Whalmer turned purple,
looks
and,
cool.
and it looked like Thanos. And one of its
Oh,
fins,
that way, never
one,
mind, I
one,
just
one
saw
of
the
its
other
fins was
thing.
the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh yes.
They're gonna Thanos snap you
Yes.
out into the infinite universe.
Oh, I saw this meme. It was Chuck Norris with his leg out, and the bottom of his shoe looked exactly like Thanos' chin.
Are you serious? Bro,
Yeah,
what?
I
Chuck
have
Norris
some,
curb stomp Thanos.
I
Oh
have
my
someone
God.
who I watch who does a bunch of those Pokemon fusion stuff. It's crazy how many like different fusions you can create with the different Pokemon.
How many grand total? How many Pokemon are there?
A lot.
800 something.
Unsure.
as of
Ask
Gen
again
9.
later.
800 something as of Scarlet and Violet.
Man.
How are they able to
close
like
900.
Dude, how are they able to differentiate like every single Pokemon? Like, how?
Good question. I mean,
That is like, if there's someone out there who can name like all of the Pokemon by memory
There are some that can.
and be able to that's like impressive that
I
people
might
could
be able
do
to do it for
that.
Gen 1 just because I've been
I
around Pokemon
can't
long
do
enough to
it
do
from
so.
memory, but if you show me,
Okay,
I
fair
will
enough.
be able to name them all.
Yeah.
I probably give you most of Gen 1 and then some of Gen 2.
Bro, that
I
is
I have a
insane.
fairly decent knowledge up to Black and White, which is Gen 4? Gen 5?
Oh my god, Black and White.
Right
Pokemon
here.
Black and
Final
White.
one. Here, I'll just show you three first. It's a Porygon and a Klefki.
Porygon and Klefki Clippy.
He's picking it up on the mic.
Caesar Duck.
Holy shit, please.
You're gonna have to sense.
It's Clippy.
Oh my god.
What?
What?
That's good.
Okay.
Porygon and Klefki Clippy.
It looks like a bunch of keys, dude.
It is. It is a bunch of keys.
Please.
Is it a paper clip?
It's
Clippy.
It's a paper clip.
Dude, it's a paper
Here.
clip.
I
Here,
mean, Porygon fusions come up with some pretty interesting
It got reduced to a
stuff.
paper clip.
I watched
What?
that Clippy one. It's so funny. I'm
Bro, oh my god.
here. I'll play one more, then I'll stop with the Rain Vez Junior clips.
How bad can this be? Let's see.
How bad can this be?
It's a Gardevoir and the cow one.
Oh, I
I've seen this one.
remember
I've
that
seen
one.
this
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Anything with Gardevoir.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
That beer
Yeah.
belly.
Oh no.
That's a keg right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta see this now. Hold on.
Let's see.
How bad can this? Oh no.
What was this?
Okay.
was
Wait, I'll
told-
give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. It might be good.
I think you after this.
Oh god. That's horrible.
Let's see.
The look on Ray's face too.
Made a mistake.
No second chances, folks. No second chances.
He summed it up well. He
I
made
made
a
a
mistake.
mistake.
I made a mistake. The look on his face, like
Just
I made a mistake.
the long pause and that made it even better.
I feel like jumping off that might lead us into another decent topic. Do you guys like watch Twitch streamers at all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I do. watch a
I might
couple.
get into it soon, but
You don't watch any like actively right now.
no.
I do watch a couple of them, yeah, that are active.
What are a couple of them
It's
that you
been
watch,
a
Matt?
while since
Ooh.
I've watched a Twitch stream because I've been so busy this past semester.
understand.
Yeah, I get
Same
you.
here. But I guess some of the Twitch streamers I watch, it's Mr. T Lexify. He's like he was an old zombies YouTuber.
I think I remember him.
Yeah. Kraken, he like plays indie games and just random games like Sea of Thieves. And Tomato Gaming, kind of same thing as Kraken, what he does. That's about it.
I can remember one. IGP and Forrester, I believe. They do a lot of different horror games and stuff. It's what I like watching and hearing.
What about you, Alex?
The two that I remember the most that they have made stuff for Twitch. One is Shenpai. Yes, I know the name is weird. Don't judge me.
SEHENPAI.
Yeah.
I know her.
Yes! Dude, people say that I sound like Shenpai.
I know her from a Yakuza video she did with
Yakuza
Ray and
6,
someone.
yeah.
No, Yakuza Kiwami too.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
I remember she like beat the final boss one hit. Ray started losing it. It's like, oh, okay, look at this cheating woman.
Oh my God.
I love Shenpai. She radiates the same kind of energy that I do.
She absolutely radiates the same energy you do.
Yeah. And then the other one is Snapcube.
Oh, Snapcube? Okay.
Oh my
I know
god.
that.
They
I
do
know-
the Sonic fan
the
dubs.
Sonic fan dubs,
Those
yeah.
are my favorite.
I miss my wife, Tails.
I miss her.
Miss my
Tails, listen to me. I know who your mother is.
Where's the damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Oh my gosh.
Emerald.
Have you guys seen that new cartoon on Netflix, Sonic Prime?
I watched all of it. Yeah.
I haven't seen it, no.
We're getting season 2 sometime in the summer or fall.
Mm.
Oh, I can't wait.
My baby brothers put that on, and then I just got interested into it.
It ended on a stupid cliffhanger. On a stupid cliffhanger.
Like most things do. Oh, hello. Well, for series, have y'all been up to date on the Last of Us series?
No, I haven't played the game
Nope.
yet. I want to play the game first.
I have
Gotta.
played the games, and I really want to watch the
My parents
series.
watched a couple of these. Like they watched Halo, never played the games. My dad doesn't like the games. They like the series. I despise the series.
Yeah.
And then they watched the Last of Us series, and I'm purposely waiting to play the game. I know the series is pretty much, except for a few things, one for one.
Yeah, it's very faithful.
Like I've seen a couple of scenes. Like I think the first one I watched was the scene with the magazine in the car.
Yep, the famous scene. Yeah, I love that.
And it was a pretty good scene. I think it was great casting for
yeah.
Joel and Ellie with Petra Pascal and the other girl.
Ellie Ramsey. Yeah.
Yeah, those are real good.
Oh,
I remember everyone complains, oh, he doesn't look like she doesn't look like Ellie. It's like, well, first of all, it's a fictional character.
Oh yeah, and she got the position in the first place because she can play the role that well.
Yeah, she played really well, and I think she looks like Ellie. Maybe a little bit younger Ellie, but Ellie.
Oh yeah.
But-
No, I mean, they're already filming for season 2.
Yeah, isn't it like season 1 was part 1 and season 2 is gonna be part 2?
Yep.
Watch, everyone still hates season 2.
Yeah, because
Oh, God.
the game. At first, I understand the hate on chapter 2, but I don't get it anymore because I enjoy part 2. I mean, the story, the elements for some things I can understand why people would hate it, but the gameplay just ties it all together really well.
Yeah, because I haven't played part 1. I know most of the things about part 1, like the start of it, how Joel loses his kids and his wife.
Yep.
Like the end where he saves Ellie over curing the infection, all that. Like I know all that stuff. I just want to play the game for myself though.
Oh yeah.
So I avoided all spoilers for part 2 except Joel.
Yeah.
I won't elaborate, but Joel.
I know.
I gotta go.
Oh.
All right, I'm have a good day, one. Katrina gets her own mic back.
See you, William.
Yeah, man.
Have fun, guys.
Yep.
Have
But
fun.
thanks for joining us. Maybe we can hop on again one day.
Yeah.
Have a good spring break.
But yeah, even though probably know most of the story beats, I want to wait to play the game before I watch season 1 of the show.
Yeah, and I'm on the fence on just buying the game on PC because the specs, I have everything I need to be able to play it, but it'd only be at 360, which I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't have a good PC. I have an Xbox. I have Xboxes in my room. I have a Switch in my room, and then in my brother's room is the PS4.
Mhm.
What about what else like adaptations? Like video game adaptations?
God,
I feel like we're getting better ones nowadays.
Oh yeah, by far.
Like besides Halo, but
Yeah.
I still haven't finished Halo because I have not enjoyed it.
I can't.
There we go.
I'll eventually finish it, but this isn't Halo.
Yeah.
First of all, the elites look like brutes, which is an immediate mix-up.
Mhm.
Their effects are iffy. As a TV show, I get it, but like
Yeah, but
in the first episode with the firefight, they're like using actual props. All the designs look good.
Mm.
Like their practical effects are good.
yeah.
But then like they're doing the firefight. Chief throws away a gun. It's a CGI gun throw. And then when he goes to pick it back up, it's a CGI again. And it comes back with an actual prop in his hand. It's like, you could have done that with an actual prop. Clearly, they're
Yeah.
flexible enough in the costumes.
Uh-huh.
There was no point to spend budget on a CGI gun to throw and pick up.
Bad
Oh
management.
God. Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
And then most of the show is like slow political drama. It's like, I can enjoy that.
Yeah.
But that's not what most of Halo is.
Oh yeah. It's,
If
Yeah.
you mix it up better, I probably wouldn't mind. But it's all like, I'm like, can we trust the Master Chief?
Yeah.
Are the Spartans needed?
Jesus.
It's like, dear God, just stop.
Yeah.
And then they did one of the things I hate the most in adaptations is race swapping, particularly black facing characters. Like the first one I noticed was with Captain Keyes and his daughter. Like that's another race swap. And normally that shouldn't judge how an actor does. And for the actor for Miranda Keyes, I think she does fine. I think Jacob Keyes' actor is horrible. But I don't immediately judge an actor's skill based on that. But if it's a combination of unfaithful adaptation and bad acting, that's when it's like, okay, no more.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you on that, dude.
It's like when the do you know the DC show Titans, the live action Teen Titans show?
Yes, I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, when they made Starfire Black first, it's like, okay, already bad adaptation, but I'm still waiting for the actress's skill. And she was pretty good in the show. It was all right. But I'm just picky about faithful adaptations, about doing it right. Even if it's something I know almost nothing about, like Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like when they announced Pedro Pascal as Joel, I'm like, that's a perfect casting. I don't even need to think about it. It's like Pedro Pascal may be Hispanic where Joel is not. But one, he still looks like Joel, and two, he was a great actor.
Oh yeah. By far.
It's like I didn't have to question he would blow that role out of the park.
No.
Not at all. But when it's one, an actor I don't know, and two, they're even doing in general, like in Doctor Strange with the ancient one. The ancient one's supposed to be this old Asian wise man. But I assume because it may have been quote unquote stereotypical, they made it a white woman. So not only did you whitewash the character, you made it female, which is another thing that annoys me is gender swapping.
Oh, jeez.
When it comes to adaptations, I prefer at least once to be faithful as possible.
Yeah, there are some things that I would like to see an adaptation of, but then another part of me is like, okay, but would you want to go through seeing something that's like poorly done when they could have like at least taken the time to make it thorough and accurate and make sure that any of the things that you just said, Gage, wouldn't happen?
Yeah, it's like when it comes to adaptation, like I know there's some things that won't translate well to something else. That's why like some video movies, some of the best adaptations are ones that don't fall 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Like the Sonic movies, that's definitely not a 1-to-1, but you know
It's
what?
the best.
They're still good movies. They're still
Yeah,
amazing
my
movies.
dude.
Is that falling 1-to-1? I mean, it wouldn't be. I mean, if Last of Us series fell 1-to-1, I wouldn't watch it just because I already know what's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's why I know like they changed some things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is, especially when you have like those straight 1-to-1 scenes, like the scene in the car or
Yeah, because those scenes fit well. I mean, there's no point to really change it.
like this morning I watched a scene on TikTok where they did a comparison. It showed Troy Baker and what's her name, who voiced Ellie in the game.
Ella Baker or Ella Ramsey. I mean, Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey,
Excuse
yeah.
me.
They showed like the scene of like them because in Last of Us they mocap Troy Baker and all the character actors for the game, and so I showed a comparison of them in the mocap suit doing that scene, and then it cut to the one from the show. And aside from like they cut out some dialogue, and the scene's a little shorter.
Yeah.
But for
Yeah.
like the start of the scene is the same, and I feel like some of the changed dialogue in the show is better than what it was in the game.
Yeah. Delivery was a bit better.
Yeah, and then even like I'm hearing both Troy Baker and Pedro Pascal go, "You have no idea what loss is." Like that line.
Yeah.
Like I still
I have no idea
That
what
they
loss is.
Yeah, because I love that scene so much.
like I've seen like all the big scenes in the game. So I'm probably gonna lose some impact when I play for myself, but I still agree that those are amazing scenes.
Arguably no, because once you actually play the game and get to that point, I feel like it has more of an impact.
Yeah, it'll have more impact. But
Yeah.
it'd probably not be as impactful as it could be if I didn't know those things.
I
But
see, yeah.
Last of Us has been around for 10 years. It was unavoidable to see something.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did because I know that I love Troy Baker as an actor. I loved him in stuff like BioShock Infinite as Booker.
Yeah. 'Cause-
As I think he's one of the only good parts of Resident Evil 6 when he was Jake.
yeah.
But he's had some big stuff. I'm glad he has. He's done Batman a few times too. He did it in the Lego games. He did it in the Telltale games.
Because that's what I mean. I never realized Troy played Booker DeWitt. I mean, I love BioShock Infinite, but never.
I think out of the three, it's my favorite. Partly because my bias towards Troy Baker.
Yeah.
But also because like the game is so different, but also so same to like the first two BioShocks.
Oh yeah.
Like it changes it in all the right ways.
Yeah. And that's another thing, debating on whether or not I want to get it again, because I have it on my PS4 and I want to get it on PC, but I don't know.
I still have it on 360, and on my brother's shelf is the BioShock Remaster Collection.
Shoot.
But yeah, even like the performances of video games as well, which we'll probably get to after we finish adaptations, but performances are like really, really good in video, especially when you get a good actor. Like a lot of people complain when some actors are overused, like Nolan North was overused. He was used because of his performance as Nathan Drake.
Oh yeah.
If you look at him in Prince of Persia, he's this East Asian dude who sounds like he's from Georgia or New York, something like that. Like he absolutely sounds American for this Eastern Prince of Persia game. I think they swapped him out for Forgotten Sands. But in that first Prince of Persia game is Nolan just playing Nathan Drake, and then you also have him as Deadpool in video games.
Man, oh yeah, I remember.
And he knocks that out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
He does really good in that as Deadpool in games. But for video game adaptations, like sometimes it is better not to do it one. Like I said, Sonic movies did it pretty well.
Yeah.
The original Mortal Kombat movies, as much as they weren't necessarily all Mortal Kombat, they were both PG-13.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I don't know, PG back then. PG, because PG-13 wasn't around yet.
Oh, yeah, true.
No blood gore from those movies, and that didn't make them less movies. Like the original Mortal Kombat movie, it's not quite Mortal Kombat, but it's still a good, fun movie.
Oh yeah.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation was not, but
Nah.
Mortal Kombat's pretty. And then the 2021 movie, so good. The new Mortal Kombat was. We didn't have the tournament.
I mean, my only gripe with that would be just like the way that folks got their powers. I mean, I'd rather not be like just I can die and touch you, and you unlock your powers, and you have to fight for me.
Oh yeah, and you're like, if they kill someone who has the mark, then they get the mark. That's why Kano got his in the movie, because he killed the person who had the mark.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when Sonya killed Kano, she got his mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, man, I wonder how this is going to come back, if he's going to come back a Revenant, because I'm pretty sure Quan Chi is going to be in the second one.
I was a little peeved that Quan Chi was the first, like, it's a stickler for adaptation. It's like Quan Chi is the one who lied to Scorpion, saying saying Sub-Zero killed your family, and so they just made Sub-Zero a bad guy.
Yeah, because I don't like that either.
I thought that was cool. We'll still get it's like the two Sub-Zero brothers, right? So we'll probably get the Sub-Zero, it's like the one that was killed in the movie.
I think it's Kuai Liang.
Kuai Liang, and then Bi-Han, right, is the younger one.
No, Bi-Han is the older one. I think Kuai Bi-Han is the original Sub-Zero before he got killed by Scorpion. So yeah.
So who's the younger one?
Uh,
Because I remember like one thing I liked in Annihilation, which is a bad movie, but it was pretty much the younger Sub-Zero straight from the game.
Yep.
Scar and all.
I mean, Bi-Han is the original before the one the Sub-Zero.
No, he's still my favorite villain in the movie.
Oh
so
yeah.
I made Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat. He's one of my favorite characters in the games.
Shoot, yeah.
And I think making him a straight villain is a little one-sided, but he was still a great part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I loved how they. Normally, I'm OCs in new characters, like movie-specific characters and adaptations.
Yeah.
I'm worried about. It's probably
Agreed.
because I watched the Resident Evil movies.
The first one was better than everything else. So
First one was okay. I give it an okay, and I give the second one an okay as well.
Yeah.
The rest. I could go on a Resident Evil rant. I want to finish this first topic first, but with the Mortal Kombat one, it was good. It was gory like it should have been, and all that. And I like Cole Young's character. He was a new character in OC, and I was like a little wary about this, but making him like Scorpion's descendant is real good.
Oh yeah.
I like that. All the casting was really good. I wonder if they're gonna get to play Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2.
Huh. That's a good question, actually.
I remember seeing on the marketing material before. I was like, okay, these are all cool. Where's Johnny Cage? And they left him as a teaser for the end with the
Where's
Citizen,
the dude that I've been coming to see?
with the Citizen
Pretty
Cage
much.
poster. That was pretty cool.
To see anyway.
It's like, where you going? Hollywood. What's in Hollywood? Not what. Who? And then it slowly
What's
pans
in
to the
Hollywood?
poster while playing the Mortal Kombat team.
But I wonder,
Okay.
but I wonder how they're gonna like implement because Johnny Cage, he's a Hollywood actor. Yeah, who is he gonna kill?
When you can also be chosen for
Good
oh.
question.
like Cole had his without killing anybody.
Yeah. Okay,
Like he was chosen, Jax was chosen, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, all them were chosen. Kano got his from killing someone who was chosen, and then Sonya got hers from him after killing him.
Okay. I remember.
With the card, no. I just rewatched that movie and I love it so much. It's a great adaptation. I just feel like the Kano actor kind of stole the thunder from everybody else because he was so good.
Yeah, he was a really good Kano pick. Yeah, he did fantastic.
It was so funny. I haven't laughed so hard at a movie for a while before Kano. Like Liu Kang comes and goes, "Okay, MC Hammer," and floors him because he's wearing like the combat pants or whatever, and he goes, "MC Hammer," and he just floors him.
Oh my god.
That was funny.
Okay, MC Hammer. Boom.
I laughed harder during the training session later with Liu Kang, where they made the joke about spamming in fighting games, where Liu Kang keeps doing like the swipe kick.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious.
Oh, dude, that's always a good joke to have.
Time.
And I'll hit you for my third time. I don't think so.
Yeah, and it goes for it again. He kind of jumps up because he's trying to bait him out, and then Liu Kang's like, nope, and he goes back down. He's like, and he just like slaps him again.
Yeah.
Those were hilarious scenes. But the movie on a whole, like I feel like they kind of killed all their villains in like a matter of like 10 minutes, which I kind of expect from like a final battle like that.
True.
I feel like you shouldn't have wasted some of those.
Yeah, because extension on villains is sometimes missed out on most movies.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of characters are underused. Like it's kind of felt about Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the original Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
No story about them; they're just combatants. Which, to be fair, I don't think at the time they had fully fleshed out that story.
True.
Because it was when that movie came out, it was only up to Mortal Kombat 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it might have been.
alright.
Sometime like that. But I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really good. All the actors did a really good job, and they had a nice mix of practical and CGI. Like when it was, you could tell when it was CGI when some was practical. But I think like Cabal's costume,
Yeah, it was good.
what was really good. It's not not quite the game one, but it's a really really good costume. And except for when he's using his speed power, it's all practical.
Yeah, true. But I wonder. And then again, because Cabal didn't really show up for a while.
Yeah, it was right before they did the. He was the one who convinced Kano to change size, and that's when they broke into Raiden's temple and then killed Kung Lao, all that.
Yep.
Which they kind of tossed Kung Lao aside too.
Oh yeah, they did.
He had a great entrance. He had a badass entrance, like saving them from while they're getting into the temple, and then he's the one that just kind of dies.
Yeah. Your soul is mine.
Your soul is mine.
Your soul is mine. I
the-
didn't think it'd be that loud. I'm sorry.
The new
Fine.
Shang Tsung is great too. I miss the old guy. The new one's good too. Like
Yeah, he's good.
I still love the original actor. I like how they brought him back from Mortal Kombat 11 too.
Oh
Dude,
my
that-
god, yes.
Because that dude's delivery was so good.
Yeah.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, dude, that was like the one scene I remembered. It's that good.
Like I love the original Mortal Kombat movie. It's not as gory and violent as Mortal Kombat should be. But you know what? It's a good '90s action movie. It was
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then in that same decade, we get the Mario movie.
Which I'm excited to see, by the way.
No,
Jack Black's gonna be
I'm not
Bowser.
talking about new one.
The
I'm
last
talking
one.
old live action
Oh, I remember that one
Mario
too.
movie.
Yeah.
That was, dude. From what I remembered, it's not really as accurate as I thought it would
No.
be.
Oh,
It's
it is not accurate whatsoever.
Yeah, no. Like, I do remember seeing something like that. Like, but
Yeah.
not in the good way. I'm sorry, but no.
I feel like it goes into so bad it's good territory.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I feel about some things. Like we talked about you know anime ghost stories and how poor the English dub is.
Oh yeah.
That goes into so bad as good territory. That's how I feel about the Super Mario movie. Like it's a horrible movie, but I love watching it.
Dude, the old Mario cartoons are also like that.
Oh,
I thought the cartoons are better because they can do it more. But with that
Well,
Mario
yeah.
movie,
a smidge more consistent.
Yeah, the old Mario cartoons were like really accurate to the old Mario games.
no, don't wrong. I think they had good Mario and Luigi actors,
Oh yeah.
but the rest of the movie not so much.
Yeah.
And then they ended with that horrid ending scene where Daisy comes back. It's like, we need your help. Credits. Soon you got a sequel, didn't you?
But back onto the newest Mario movie, I feel like from what I've seen,
I'm excited.
yeah,
I'm
they have made it accurate, but like, so
Everyone complained about Chris Pratt as Mario.
I don't care. I think it's great.
I mean, I'll save. I mean, I had mine, but I gotta save it because I gotta watch the movie first.
Like everyone can have first impressions. Kind of how I feel about immediately seeing like a race or gender swap of a character. Well, like I can immediately put me off, but I still have the performance to watch.
Can I go on a tangent for a minute about this?
Go ahead.
Go for
I
it.
swear. Listen, I saw a video of like how some of the voice actors for Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Bowser were there, right? And they even say like, yeah, we all know Mario and we love this character, but we don't actually know who he is. All we know is that he is literally a plumber who just saves a princess every freaking time. That's why, like, I feel like this movie's gonna be really good, because not only is it gonna have that, but it's a freaking origin story of how Mario got there. I'm excited!
Yeah, one that might actually be good and not,
It's gonna be amazing!
one that might actually be good and, not trust the fungus.
Dude, I'm just excited for Jack Black to voice Bowser, because from the trailer, it was so good!
Oh, yeah, everyone was like put up by all the voice choices, and then everyone was knocking it out of the park, and everyone's like, except Chris Pratt, get that guy out here. It's like, okay, first of all, yes, you're expecting,
Chris Pratt's
woohoo,
awesome.
it's me, Mario! Like that kind of voice.
Honestly,
But you can't do that for a movie.
That would get old very fast. I
It
believe.
would be.
Remember the initial complaint was, oh, but Charles Martinet is cast in the movie as somebody. Why isn't he Mario and Luigi? It's like, well, you can't do that voice for a full movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the games, Mario doesn't talk that much because one, it's probably a harsh voice to do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that'll get old. That's why Peach isn't high pitched either. It's like, oh Mario,
Oh
Yeah,
my
that'd
god,
be-
yeah.
that'll get old fast. That's why I'm glad they got someone like Anya Taylor-Joy, and they're not making it. They're also not making the damsel in distress clearly.
yeah.
Well, obviously, yeah. Have you seen the freaking trailer? It's
Luigi's
insane.
the damsel in distress, and that
Oh,
fits
yeah.
so well.
He is.
Dude, yeah.
no, Mario.
Dude, no. They don't
Yeah.
have a voice like that though. It was like the dude from what's his name from Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny.
He is a good choice, dude. It's amazing.
You don't think it at first, but especially for comedy, he's really good. Like
Yeah.
I haven't watched It's Always Sunny. I've seen a few clips. I haven't watched the proper show yet. It's on my watch list.
I've seen it a bunch thanks to my
but-
parents, but
But one of my favorite scenes in television that I've seen that kills me is I think it's like episode 2 or 3 of the show where it's like that little Asian girl follows him home,
oh my god, I think I've seen that one.
and he like turns around and she's like standing by his door. He's like, "Hey, you want to like follow me in the house?" Yes. And like you like me, huh? He's like, "Yes." He's like, you know, I like ate a sandwich on the trash or something, right? That doesn't bother you at all?
God.
No. Oh, I like you. Come on inside.
Oh no.
like the implications are so uncomfortable, but Charlie Day makes it so funny.
Yeah.
His delivery.
I mean,
must
I'd be the
pronounce.
same way if like someone else followed me home like that. I'm like, dude, you know I'm like this, right? Yeah. And you still like me? Yeah. I'm like, okay, we're friends then.
You know, I ate a sandwich on the trash. That always cuts me off guard. Is like, I ate a sandwich on the trash, right? Like that. Like even he's aware. It's like you realize I'm weird and like not good, right?
Yeah. Like, oh my god, yes, dude.
But I feel like the cast is pretty good, and like everyone was
Yeah.
complaining about not the Charles Martinet high pitched Italian voice. Like you forget, Mario was not originally hardcore like high pitched stereotypical Italian.
Yeah, dude.
He was Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He was that's why they got the guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit to play him.
Shoot.
Yes.
Straight Brooklyn accent.
And Chris Pratt has that.
He's playing it like at first you do just at least at first I definitely hear normal Chris Pratt because he's
Yeah.
one of my favorite actors of all time, and I've seen almost every single one of his recent movies the past 10-15 years.
Wait, I don't
So
think
basically
of...
everything from Guardians to Jurassic World, like a movie, all that.
Yeah.
I've seen all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched Parks and Rec. I know that's where he got his start back when
Yeah.
he was still overweight.
Okay, there we go.
I watched a little bit, but not all of it.
I don't know where I can watch Parks and Rec. I probably would. I want to watch other shows like It's Always Sunny, Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I started
fix my
Brooklyn
mic, hang
Nine-Nine,
on.
and they took it off of Hulu, so I don't know how to watch it now.
Fix this mic.
Probably HBO, I'd say.
I'm just gonna. I'll check though. But shows like that, I haven't want to watch. But Chris Pratt, yes, I hear Chris Pratt initially, but that's because I know him so. Everyone knows him so well.
Yeah.
But if you listen, he is putting on that Mario Brooklyn voice.
Trying to, yeah, because I can see it.
If anything,
Like,
my only voice complaint is Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
I mean, I want to, because.
I mean, during it's better than Banana Slammer.
Yeah,
You know that
Oh,
kind of stuff.
God.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, that's horrible.
It's better than that. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But I just don't put the voice into Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I agree with you on that,
But
dude.
honestly, I kind of personally think that this Jack Black as Bowser would kind of carry the show a little
Yes.
bit more.
That's what
I
everyone,
agree
That's
with
what
you.
everyone thought of Jim Carrey's Eggman at first. Like he's gonna carry the movie, but then you have all the other actors like James Marsden, Ben Schwartz doing so well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they did-
dude.
they did
And then the
well.
second movie, you had him, Colin O'Shaughnessy, the game voice for Tails, voicing Tails in the movie.
Shoot.
That was amazing.
And then Idris Elba as Knuckles, which at first I remember before they officially had Knuckles cast, they had Jason Momoa was in the talk to play Knuckles.
Huh.
And I'm like,
Oh.
I love that. Jason Momoa's Knuckles is great because anytime I immediately thought of the line. Have you guys seen him? I guess not. I shouldn't be asking you two because you're not as much big comic fans. But Matt, did you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
You have the scene where they're going to pick up Superman's body and like Barry's in the truck and he's asking Arthur, which head is this? This, not that, or this. Option 2.
Oh, okay.
What was option A again? like that scene. I really thought of that tone and delivery of Knuckles and like Jason Momoa is perfect. And then I just all of a sudden he was Knuckles. I was like, okay. I was excited for Jason Momoa. Let's see what you got. And then I just blew out of the park.
Shoot.
Yeah, dude, he did.
He had so much fun in the role.
Like,
Yeah.
the choice that they made, like the way they approached Knuckles to be like less cultured, I should say, because he's more like in the tribe kind of way. You know what I mean? Because like the rivalry between like the Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, and like they didn't directly play the joke of Knuckles being dumb like they usually do in the
'cause
game.
Yeah.
They didn't directly play that, which I'm glad they're kind of letting go of all those old traits now. Like,
Yeah.
After Sonic Frontiers, it's like in other games like Knuckles is dumb, Tails is a coward, Amy's obsessive.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh
then,
God.
Stereotypical stuff.
And then I feel like the Amy stuff is kind of lessened over the past couple games, but then like in Frontiers, every character was treated with respect and all of that. I mean,
Yeah,
even Sonic was
absolutely.
going on. That's one reason I love Frontiers as just a main game thing, which I'm hoping that the movies keep doing very well. Like in this next movie, there's a lot to live on. We're getting Shadow, which
Yes!
Shadow.
I screamed the second I saw Shadow. I was
lot-
like, yeah.
you know what the worst part is?
What?
I went to go see Sonic 2 day one in America.
Huh?
Other countries got it 2 days before us, and I got the 2 biggest spoilers in the movie, but before in Shadow and Supersonic.
Man.
What?
The 2 biggest things I would have been excited for in that movie, I got spoiled before I went to go see it.
Dude, okay, I
That's why you
swear to
gotta
God.
Stay away from social media for a while.
I swear to God, in this third movie, if they had like another hidden character besides Shadow in there, again, if I'm in the theater, I will scream.
If I were to speculate, like Jim Carrey has kind of lifted up in the air if he's Eggman again or not.
Oh, dude.
Like no matter what, Eggman is his last role. We knew that since Sonic 1.
Yeah.
But whether he will continue to play Eggman to finish out the Sonic series or not is up in the air right
But
now.
he's so perfect because I feel like he has to come back. He made it.
I imagine if we don't, because we're also supposed to be getting a Knuckles Paramount Plus series this year. That's what,
How?
so or at least sometime between now and Sonic 3 next December, because it is next December.
Oh my God.
Sometime between there, we're supposed to be getting a Knuckles series on Paramount Plus.
All right.
Yes.
If I had to guess, the Knuckles series plot is either going to be Sonic Adventure 1 or Knuckles Chaotix.
Oh,
Knuckles
dude.
Chaotix, I'm a little less familiar with.
I haven't played the game, but it's like the Team Chaotix. And that's just my guess, because if we don't have Eggman in the next movie, I imagine we're just going to combine both Sonic Adventure plots into one movie.
Like,
Okay.
here's what I'm curious about though. Like, if they're not gonna bring Eggman back, like, I don't know. I just had a weird.
Because even in Sonic 2, they left his death up in the air.
I just had a weird thought in my head. Like, if he does come back,
I hope he
with
does.
well, like,
Oh, okay. I kind of see. Yeah.
but how do I say this? Why do I feel like for the next movie, someone's gonna like see Eggman's research, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm interested in this, and then just like completely be biased on his research. That's kind of what I'm thinking for some reason.
Look, I want Jim Carrey back.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen like a ton of Jim Carrey movies.
I've seen like
but-
at least one, and he was good.
I've seen Dumb and Dumber, Sonic.
Yes.
I've seen. What was the other movie?
Dumb and Dumber was funny. I see that one all the time. I'm like,
I've watched like half of Bruce Almighty. I never finished it. I've watched Grinch.
the Grinch was also. Wait, he was in the Grinch?
He was the live action Grinch.
Yep.
Dude, that's
Yes.
awesome.
I think. It's
Yeah, you don't know about it? It's the iconic Grinch smile.
I didn't know that was him in the
thought
live
that-
action.
People thought that was makeup and CGI, and like, doing the Sonic 1.
No.
Yeah, doing the Sonic
saw
1
that.
interviews, and everyone was like, so how'd they help you do that face in the Grinch? He's like, what, this? I can't do it. I can't do it. But he's like Willem Dafoe. He's so expressive.
Dude, expression.
But no, I imagine if we don't get Eggman in Sonic 3, we're just gonna get a combination of both Sonic Adventure plots in the movie.
Yeah.
But it leaves me up in the air on what the Knuckles series is going to be about.
Isn't
Because if I had to take a guess, if in my head how I would like it to be, I would have the movie Sonic 3
yeah,
be Sonic Adventure 2 with Eggman, Shadow, all of that.
yeah.
Have the Knuckles series be Sonic Adventure 1, introducing Rouge, and maybe even Amy.
Oh my God, Rouge, that'd be so awesome.
It's kind of back to speculation on like kind of upend speculation about mystery characters that may appear in the finale. I honestly think like Silver and
Dude, Silver would be a good one.
Yeah.
My thing is, I don't think we're gonna see Silver or Blaze until Sonic 4.
Oh my God, if they do a
could
Sonic
be it,
4.
yeah.
Because I imagine if we're getting more characters between the series and the Sonic 3 movie, we're getting Amy, Rouge, and Omega, so we can have Team Dark.
We're obviously gonna have Shadow because I mean we saw him last.
Shadow. We're obviously getting Shadow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But,
Like, that's all
I
we
imagine
know.
If we're talking other Sonic characters, I imagine we'll get Amy, Rouge, and Omega, so they can circle out Team Dark.
The one thing I'm kind of hoping for is that like they don't make Amy too obsessive like in the show.
I
'cause
don't
I'd
think
just
they
be
will,
like,
because
Thank God.
the movie makers have been very good about adapting the material.
yeah,
They've been very good about it.
absolutely, dude. Like even I don't know if I mentioned this on the previous podcast, but like the first time they had like a Sonic model, he looked creepy.
Yeah.
But the way I love how they took the effort to go back and remake the model so that it could be more kid friendly and also like change his mindset so he has the mindset of a curious and excited child. It's amazing. I loved how they made that character choice for him.
You know what I heard is that that first trailer with the creepy,
Yeah,
realistic
seen
Sonic.
that.
I heard that was a PR stunt just to get people talking about the movie.
Are you
I mean,
serious?
It worked, if
It
that's
was rumor.
true.
I heard that, and I'm like, that's smart, but that's also a dangerous PR stunt.
Well, yeah, because people are going to
if-
think...
Because if you start it off with a good model, people will be like, oh, yeah, it's a video game adaptation movie. It might be bad, but look how good it looks, which has been said before. Look at Halo and Resident Evil.
True.
But because they started with that bad model first, then changed it, and then if you start people off with this low expectation and then blow them out of the water, like
Yeah, it worked.
it's dangerous,
But it worked.
But it works. So if that was a PR stunt, they're genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it totally freaking
And now
worked.
there is no going back. Like don't worry, there are some scenes in both movies that I thought could have just not been there. Like in Sonic 1, I think the most useless one is the bar scene. It was fun. It was a funny scene, and I loved it.
Wait, in 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, I remember. I'm just trying to remember.
The bar 1 and 2 I liked a lot less. I thought that was a little more silly. The dance off the Russian
That
dude.
was I
That's a
loved
bit
that one
silly,
better.
yeah.
It was
Don't
really
worry,
funny.
I had a grin on my face the entire
It
time.
was
'cause
really
so
freaking
silly.
funny.
But that's just it. It was so silly and out there.
Yeah.
It was amazing,
They said
dude.
to look around, the grandma's knitting the blanket with the skull on it.
I saw that at my job because, like, at a previous job I worked at an elementary school, and they played that in the library at some point. I was watching it, and I was, like, trying very hard not to loudly cackle because it was in the library.
Yeah, like,
It was the
it's a
best
dumb.
time
It's
ever.
an enjoyable scene, but it's a dumb scene.
Yeah.
I didn't need it.
I still enjoyed it. It was a good comedic moment.
No, it's a good comedic moment, and like just to keep it as a goofy movie, it worked.
Yeah.
But I feel like it kind of ate up some important moments of the movie.
Yeah.
That and then the side plot by itself I didn't mind, but as after Sonic and Tails are captured by GUN, and it's the wife and then the sister who is getting married.
Oh.
That scene where she does like the slow-mo golf cart destruction in the background.
Dude, that was awesome.
I'm like, this is so stupid.
It's so bad it's good.
And then they do the thing where the groom who's an agent jumps in front of the taser, takes the taser.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, this is so stupid.
Dude, like, I loved the
Cliches.
moment where, like, the sisters getting married is like, all this was fake? Even you? The photographer? The planner? I'm just like, bro, this just
And
keeps
then-
going on and getting worse.
And then then she turns to the door, I was like, Jojo, are you an agent? That made me laugh. That's funny.
yeah, dude.
But like the scene with like the agent groom taking the taser and all that, all like this dumb build up to like getting Sonic and Tails out was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But then I can't complain because it went into one of my favorite scenes in the movie, which is the Sonic and Knuckles fight in the temple. So I can't complain too much.
yes.
Yeah, that was good.
That was amazing.
And the joke there was too right before Sonic comes in, Eggman's about like tase Knuckles with like his gauntlet little taser thing, put his hand like this. He goes, "I'm gonna do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late '90s."
Yes. That was amazing.
I feel like Jim Carrey really committed. Like in the last
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
he committed, but in this movie, he really committed.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I can
You
do
know that an
Papa's
act-
got a brand new stash.
Papa's got a brand new stash. Dude, you know that a character is like really well portrayed and people remember them well when they're really committed. And they always have those kind of moments. I love it.
this.
God, I could talk all day with Jim Carrey's Eggman. It is amazing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think
it definitely is.
if we're talking about Jim Carrey in general, I'd have to say that Jim Carrey, and when he plays his roles, he does really well about
Yeah.
making it about the character and not him as the actor. Like, there are some actors that are really good actors, but you obviously know it. You see the actors
Yeah.
and their mannerisms
Yeah.
and stuff and
And
like
sometimes-
that.
sometimes they-
but Jim Carrey, you don't see Jim Carrey. You see the character that he's playing.
You kind
Agreed.
of do. It depends on
Agreed.
there's some serious movies he had, but with movies like Bruce Almighty, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, he's kind of starting getting typecast as a silly, goofy guy. Ace Ventura, that's what else I've seen. I was trying to think of Ace Ventura. The first Ace Ventura was really good. That's the other Jim Carrey movie I've seen. So like those kind of roles, he definitely gets typecast as goofy.
Yeah.
But I feel like they didn't typecast Jim Carrey as Eggman. They made Eggman Jim Carrey.
Yep.
And it works so well.
Yeah.
Because Eggman is this eccentric, goofy scientist.
Yeah.
And no one fits that bill like Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like in the first one, everyone he just had like the little curly mustache. It's like, I can kind of see Jim Carrey as Eggman. And at the end of Sonic 1 and then Sonic 2, they straight committed like a big bushy mustache, the red goggles.
Yes. Oh my god, I love the beginning of Sonic 2 where it's just like Eggman just like trying to make the perfect cup of coffee and like playing chess with himself. That was,
Yeah, and then the aliens coming in trying to take the quill from him.
oh my god.
It's like there's clearly not anything to do much with the games, but it's like a fun little segment.
Yeah.
My only problem with that scene is like, why is Knuckles behind those guys when clearly they didn't come from the same place?
Arguably.
Didn't
Knuckles does not have enforcers. Why did he just straight follow them from the same ring?
Didn't Knuckles like come from Mushroom?
No,
Biome?
Mushroom Hills, which I love how the movie is like using actual place from the games. Mushroom
Yeah.
Hill Zone. The entire movie, everyone's like, Sonic 1, it's like, I don't want to go play from mushrooms, and everyone's like, Mushroom Hill Zone.
Yeah.
Dude, and then I think they showed Green Hill Zone too, which was
Yeah,
amazing.
Green Hill Zone was at the start of the first movie. That's where he was.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Which a lot of people are. Do you guys know the movie studios can no longer edit trailers to do something that's not going to be in the movie?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're doing that because a few things. And the two trailers that come to mind is one, Sonic. They showed old Sonic in Green Hill Zone, which never happens in the movie.
Oh.
He leaves Green Hill Zone. He's only 5 years old.
Shoot.
And then in Infinity War, there's a shot where I guess a lot of Marvel trailers actually do this a lot. Like Infinity War shows a shot with Hulk and Wakanda, which never happens in the movie. Spider-Man Homecoming shows a swinging shot with Iron Man, Spider-Man, never in the movie.
Never.
In the Thor Ragnarok trailer, they showed him having both eyes when, in a scene where he'd already lost his one eye.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So they're saying it's illegal for you to do that now for movie studios.
Yeah. Deception. and all that.
I feel like that is a good move because otherwise you're letting down a lot of fans if you keep doing that.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have to make it a rule. The people who are in charge should just not do that because you're giving these fans these expectations and then you're failing to meet them.
Yeah, it's like we'll
false
get back to the game
advertising.
adaptation in a second. I kind of want to go down this road for a quick moment.
All right.
There are two things I have about trailers. One, when they lie to you, so things that show in the trailer never end up in the movie, or like things intended never to make a movie. If a scene gets cut, that's different.
That's different.
Yeah.
But if you try to make something just for the trailer, you're a piece of crap. You're getting people upset for something that doesn't happen.
Bruh.
Just like
that's
just like the
stupid.
Spider-Man Iron Man swinging thing.
I mean, that's kind of the thing that happened with The Last of Us Part 2. I don't really want to say, but it's at a certain section of when you're in Seattle and you're just running away from people, and you think it's that one person, but it's actually someone else when they actually do that in the trailer.
Yeah, and then they've showed Joel's in places where he wasn't.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. I didn't know if you. Oh, I didn't want to spoil it.
Nah, I knew about that, which is why I know what happens to Joel later. But
Yeah.
But stuff like that. And then my second thing is showing basically one part of every scene from the movie in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
God.
that's one of my faults I give.
That's a bad
Showing
move right
way
there,
too much,
dude.
I hate that.
Yeah,
That-
when a movie gives away when a movie trailer gives away too much.
That's one thing I fault the Mortal Kombat movie for.
Yep.
It's like I love the movie, but almost no setting was a surprise because every setting was shown in the trailer.
True.
Hell, they showed Reptile dying in the trailer.
Yeah.
They threw that straight out the bucket.
That's ridiculous. I mean, unless it's like a sequel and everyone already knows that happened, then why would you do that on the first one?
And they showed like a lot of action shots in there, but then the final shot of that Mortal Kombat trailer is Kano killing Lizard, or not Lizard, Reptile.
Yeah.
I say Lizard because it looks like Lizard from Marvel.
Fair enough.
You're not wrong.
Like that Lizard in the movie looks nothing like Lizard from the games, but I just said Lizard again. Reptile.
Reptile.
Kano kills Reptile.
Lizard, reptile, nickname for.
I'm getting mixed up now. But when trailers either lie to you or show too much.
Yep.
So both ends of the
Yeah.
spectrum
Yep.
are things I don't enjoy. I want something to be surprising in the movie. That's why
Yeah.
I kind of like the Sonic movie. It's like first one is kind of guilty of it because they straight up show you like the final scene with him and Eggman in that like those trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic 2 did it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in Sonic 2, you see nothing of that final fight in Green Hills against the Death Egg robot. Nothing.
Yeah, we don't see Supersonic in there.
What you shouldn't see supervillains. That's something you keep on hidden.
Yeah.
That's like if someone showed Captain America wielding Mjolnir in the Avengers Endgame trailers.
Yeah.
Avengers
Yeah.
Endgame showed nothing about the plot. Nothing.
Yeah.
No, it
Because they
didn't.
had so much expectations.
But that made it so much better when we saw what happened.
There's so much stuff in Endgame I love. All the
Absolutely.
references, callbacks, and then some comic stuff like Cap being able to lift Mjolnir and stuff like that. Which a lot of people, we're probably getting, we'll go back to the other topic eventually. A lot of people complain like, well, he couldn't lift in Age of Ultron. Why can't he lift it here? It's like, and then the Russo brothers came out and said, oh yeah, he can lift it. He just don't want to hurt Thor's feelings.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah.
That's so great.
Because I mean, in Age of Ultron, when you see it, like he's just able to slightly move it. He's like, and he notices that, like, okay, I better stop.
And I kind of figured at the time, I was like, maybe at the time, even at that age, I knew Cap could lift Mjolnir. So I was like, okay, so maybe there's something we see in later movies that changes him, or it just chooses him to be worthy later. It's like, no, he could always do it.
Yep.
Because, I kind of feel I'm a hypocritical when I say, like, I don't like Captain Marvel for the reason that in that movie she doesn't change at all. And Captain America's the same thing. I feel like Captain America did it better. Like, he's not an arrogant, insufferable character. Which, in the Captain Marvel movie, she's not as bad.
Yeah.
But she's still insufferable. And then in Avengers, she was so...
I feel like Captain America in all of the Marvel movies, he did have his faults, but he didn't. They were like
He was never perfect.
he was never perfect, but he knew that he wasn't perfect.
Yeah. But, like, he didn't
He
change.
didn't try to make himself out as perfect. It was everybody else around him
Yeah,
who was
it's like
putting him on that
He
pedestal.
himself didn't change because that's the entire point of his story is that it's because of the situation he's already that way.
True.
But it's him adapting to like the world around him. It's not a story of changing the character. It's about changing the world around him as Captain America.
Yeah, because going from the
Yeah.
40s, going from-
Captain Marvel was like the self-discovery story for a movie. I liked like the general story of her movie.
Yeah.
But they built her up so much as this big player of what would come in Endgame, and she wasn't.
Yeah, because she got swatted away pretty easily.
She was there for the first 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then she was the last one to show up in the final battle,
Yeah.
and did nothing. She showed she was powerful, and she like could equal up to Thanos without an Infinity Stone, and then got bitch slapped.
Yep. When he just.
Which is to show Thanos is still strong.
Oh yeah.
But
he's
they've
by far-
done nothing to progress. I hope they do something better in Captain Marvel too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
the
do need to
Marvels
do-
as it's now called because you're gonna miss Marvel as well. But
They do need to do a little bit better with the Captain Marvel stuff because Captain Marvel, the whole thing is that she's even before Fury was like this big shot guy, she knew him. So she's been all these years. You're saying that she's had no improvement? Like, she discovered these amazing powers at the end of the Captain Marvel movie,
yeah,
and she's had no improvement with them at all.
it's like what the entire point of her movie is like recover her memories, figure out her life, which that in itself is an interesting story.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Basic.
But the entire movie, she's still the same arrogant, cocky character, which is also part of the story. Like her entire thing of like showing the flashbacks of her as a kid during like school and like military training, all that Air Force training. It's like the entire point of her character is like keep getting back up, which that in itself is fine. Like I feel like her movie on its own is fine, but that's just it. It's fine. There's almost no change beside her having friends now and knowing Fury, which I can also. There's a lot of problems I have with Captain Marvel's movie. First of all, the Skrulls are supposed to be bad guys. They're changing so much from the comics. Like Skrulls are. No one in the Kree-Skrull conflict is supposed to be innocent. That's the entire point. Neither side is innocent.
Yeah.
And then they just made them sympathetic, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No.
But
No.
I feel like they had a chance to like get real gritty with it and didn't.
Yeah, I feel like Marvel has a bit of an issue with that. They always need to have like a bad side and a good side.
Or gray area.
Yeah, they have. When it comes to superhero movies, there's a lot of issue with not addressing the gray area.
Which I feel like is being done a little bit better sometimes. Like
Yeah, there
well,
are
like, we're
some
getting
movies
a-
that do a little bit better with it, but the majority of superhero movies, it's either you're bad or you're good. There's no in between.
I feel like DC's always done that very well, which is one reason I still for
Yeah.
DC over Marvel. But with Marvel in particular, like they're starting to get better about that. Like we're getting the Thunderbolts movie, which is a team of supervillains and then Winter Soldier, but team of supervillains.
Yep.
that are more in like a little gray area. And to be fair, most of them have been redeemed in some way, like Ghost, Taskmaster, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I really liked about the Shazam movie? When I went to go see it, I was
I talk about One or Fury of the Gods.
The first one.
Okay, thank God. I haven't seen Fury of the Gods yet.
No, I haven't seen it either. When I went to see the Shazam movie, I was like, okay, so there's this, you're having this kid be this superhero. This is either going to be really good or really bad. You're either going to mess it up or you're going to hit it on point. They hit it on point.
Yeah.
They addressed all the issues that being a child superhero could crop up, like the ego, the
Power trip.
the power trip, the everything that comes with being that.
I feel like that's one advantage that younger superheroes have over older ones. Like older ones, you have to do a certain way. Younger ones, you can do so many more different things.
Yeah.
That's one reason Spider-Man works so well, is because he's supposed to be this kid. Like being young is something that everyone relates to. Older characters, sometimes you're not able to relate. Not everyone can relate to them. Young characters like Spider-Man, like maybe even Shazam, or I know him from the comics and cartoons as well. But we're getting the Blue Beetle movie this year.
Yep.
Which that looks really good. All these like young characters have different experiences and like are so new to even our world, and then getting all these extra parts thrown in, like you can't imagine how overwhelmed they must be if they're still standing up and doing it.
Oh
Yeah.
And then fast forward, we're supposed to get these next Avengers movies, Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. They've confirmed that there'll be like multiple teams of heroes in the movie. Spider-Man's supposed to be leading one. And that's throwing him from being, everyone called him Tony Stark Jr.
Yep. To hey.
And then we go through Far From Home, No Way Home, which are some of the best Spider-Man movies. Far From Home is good. Fight me.
By far, I'd say.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Far From Home is mid. It's one of the best Marvel movies. Fight me. And then No Way Home is perfect.
Perfect.
Someone
yeah,
make Gage in the parking lot and actually fight him. It will satisfy his blood.
It's like I'm the guy who still liked Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's not a perfect movie.
It's not perfect,
but it's still got across everything about Spider-Man. Some of the parts were dumb. A lot was crammed in. They did Electro for most of the movie, and then the last 10 minutes threw in Harry Osborn as Green Goblin.
Yep, I love that.
What?
Oh my god.
It's like number one, like the scene of Gwen Stacy's death, all that. That is aside from it being a clock tower instead of a bridge, that is straight from the comics.
Yeah.
Straight, almost frame by frame. But despite its faults, I still love that movie. And like the closing scene with him doing the monologue and him going against Rhino at that final scene, like that is one of my favorite Spider-Man scenes.
That would be my only gripe about them not maybe saving it if they were gonna do a third, but
we might
maybe just saving it, because that's a bit of a
I want to save it so bad. Andrew Garfield, out of the three, don't get me wrong, it was Tom Holland's movie, and Tobey Maguire back as veteran Spider-Man is amazing. I cried. Now I like to point out, I knew every spoiler about No Way Home before going in as well.
Damn.
I begged my parents to take me to the theater to see it. Like, okay, and they're doing it with Ant-Man now. I'm probably watching Disney Plus before I go to see it in the theater. They're like, oh, we'll get your tickets. I'm probably not seeing Ant-Man until it comes on Disney Plus. But No Way Home, I begged to go see it.
Because I saw it opening night.
Yeah, I'm kind of iffy on the Ant-Man one too.
No spoilers.
No, so yeah, please, no.
But I begged to go see No Home. Didn't happen.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just iffy if I want to spend the money to see it in theaters.
I don't care. I want to go see it. It's like a Quantum Realm movie with Kang the Conqueror as the villain. I'm going to go see it.
Yeah, because my God, that's going to get pretty damn deep.
Okay, we're going to get into a little bit more. I was so excited when Kang was in Loki.
Oh, yeah, I was too. Yeah.
It's like I recognized the actor first because he obviously wasn't like dressed like Kang or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when they announced the actor who was playing Kang, they only announced him in Ant-Man. They said outright Kang is going to be in Ant-Man 3 when that comes out. When they made that announcement, like late 2019, early 2020.
Shoot, that long ago?
Yeah, that's when they made most of those Phase 4 and 5 announcements.
Okay.
But when they announced King of Ant-Man, then we watched Loki, and there was Jonathan Majors. Like, is that the dude? Because I hadn't seen Lovecraft Country. That was the only thing he was really in at that point. But I was like, that's King the Conqueror. And then he does the whole monologue, which they call me a warrior, conqueror. I was like, it's King. But all of that stuff, I get excited for these movies, and especially Spider-Man stuff, which is why I begged to go see No Way Home.
Yeah, because
And then my parents never took me to see it. And then over the course of, because the home release was delayed as well.
Really?
I think it was like 5 months after the theatrical release we got No Way Home at home video. So I went down and got all the spoilers for everything. Like, well, I'm still gonna watch it. It's Spider-Man. I'm still gonna watch the movie.
Yeah, might as well.
that's when I know I can know a spoiler for something and still get emotional because I bawled during No Way Home. I bawled when Aunt May died. I bawled.
Oh,
when,
yes.
I bawled when Toby and Andrew showed up.
Yes.
The scene on the Statue of Liberty where Tom Holland's about to kill Green Goblin and then Tobey Maguire stops him.
Yep.
He's like he's about to be killed by the glider again, and then Tobey Maguire not being able to save him in his own movie saves him right there. That's like a triple layered scene, dude.
Man,
Jesus.
now that you think of it that way, yeah. Oh my god.
And the scene where I have to say my favorite funny scene was when Zendaya, I keep on
MJ?
forgetting. Yeah, MJ threw the bread at.
The Brett Andrew was like, what is that supposed to do?
Let's get this bread.
Can you climb on the ceiling? I was like, no, I'm not gonna climb on the ceiling.
Also, my favorite part.
I remember that part. They just
Yes!
threw the bread.
My
I
favorite-
remember that. She's like, climb the ceiling. I'm not gonna do it. Climb.
and then he jumps and clings on, and she's like, crawl around.
He's like, boy.
Let's let Matt talk.
But my-
He's like,
Uh,
I'm not gonna do that.
My favorite part would have to be like explaining like the differences. Like, out of 3 of them, only one can organically shoot web. I love that. I love how
How
they
do you
point
do
out.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys can't do that, huh? He goes, wow, is this possible? He's like, you staring at Toby?
Yeah, but I know there's I think it's I can't remember the comic story name, but it's like I think it's Spider-Verse, where I think it's like some sort of a spider creature actually gives Spider-Man the ability to shoot webs instead of having to make it
Organically,
themselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man 2099 can do that too.
Yeah.
He
Oh my God,
has
yeah.
organic webs,
Yeah. That's an actual mutation. It's full on.
which I'm excited for Across the
Oh,
Spider-Verse.
yeah.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
So with No Way Home, like I loved every second of that movie. Like, and everything still felt like the Daredevil, Matt Murdock Daredevil cameo was one of the first things I heard about.
Yes, I
still-
loved that cameo.
I
I
still
love
loved it when
that.
the King came into shot and he sat down.
I'm a good lawyer.
How'd you do that?
The
I'm a really good lawyer.
the catching of the brick.
That was so good. Oh. Like Charlie Cox Daredevil was great. I loved him in She-Hulk too. Everyone complained about She-Hulk being bad. I like She-Hulk and I really like Daredevil and She-Hulk. And we're getting Daredevil Born Again next year.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
They're recasting a lot of characters, which I'm annoyed by. But hey, we're keeping
Foggy.
Charlie Cox as Daredevil. Yeah, I think they were casting Foggy too, which I'm really sad by. I love Foggy in the show.
Yeah, I love him.
But Charlie Cox still Daredevil. Vincent D'Onofrio is absolutely still Kingpin because he was there in Hawkeye too. John Bernthal is still Punisher, by the way.
Oh my god, that's
Punisher is
awesome.
showing up in Daredevil.
Man.
Oh, so good. I can't
Yeah.
wait. But no, like Charlie Cox scene was perfect as well. I felt they captured the extended cut. I did go to see the extended cut in theaters.
The ending scene with Venom.
Oh yeah.
That annoyed me so much.
I cannot wait for that.
That annoyed me. I watched Let There Be Carnage and then Venom like crossed the universes, all that, and they had that scene where like Venom looks at TV, is like, we're gonna go find the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie, I'm like, where's Venom? Oh, he's in Hawaii or New Mexico.
I think it was New Mexico.
Mexico.
And it's right, like I was sad that we leave like some of the symbiote behind, so Tom will probably have his own symbiote suit
Yeah,
story.
but that'll be pretty, because I mean the symbiote itself, that little speck has like information beyond their reality to a different dimension.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird thing. It's like, oh yeah, the symbiote looks into the multiverse. Like, oh, he didn't mention he could do this before. He just wanted a convenient explanation for him to show up in No Way Home, only then to not use him.
True. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
We
dude.
almost had Sinister Six. We almost had Sinister
Almost.
Six.
We just needed almost.
No, don't worry. I loved every actor in
I
this
loved it.
movie.
I
Like,
loved it,
even
yeah.
and the actors for Sandman and Lizard were never on set.
All we
Yeah,
need
is
right
that-
now is a movie where Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Deadpool get
That's
together.
what everyone's
I
saying.
cannot
Yeah.
wait
Dude,
for that,
that'd be
'cause, I
hilarious.
mean, in comics, Deadpool and
we
Jared,
need to see the Red Trio get together.
There are a lot of interactions I wanted to see. Like in Moon Knight, I wanted to see Punisher. Moon Knight and Punisher have great interactions in comics, but I guess we'll save that for like a season 2 because there will be a season 2, and it's rumored that a Kang variant will be the villain of that season.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Because there was a variant of Kang that it was an Egyptian god or like a deity of some kind for
Yeah,
Egypt. So
I'm-
that's just a rumor. That's just a rumor. I have no clue what Moon Knight season 2 is like, which I love Moon Knight, but like I
Yeah,
said,
I
we'll
love
try and take this one thing at a time without detouring anymore. When No Way Home, like the Matt Murdock scene where it's like the entire talk and then he catches the broken, and I was like, how'd you do that? I'm a really good lawyer. Like I love it because it's like you're gonna need a really good lawyer. Catches it. I'm a really good lawyer. And there was a cut scene that Jon Favreau wanted to make. Did you ever watch Ben Affleck's Daredevil movie?
Nah.
Jon Favreau was Foggy Nelson in that movie.
Oh.
And so there was a scene that Jon Favreau had written with what's the name? John Watts, I believe was the director for all 3 of these Spider-Man movies. And he was talking about he was happy he's trying to think of something, and he goes, "Oh no, my memory's a bit foggy." As he's talking to Daredevil because he played Foggy Nelson in Ben Affleck's Daredevil. But they did make the cut, and I'm so sad it didn't. It was so funny. And in the extended cut, we get one more scene with him, Happy and Matt Murdock doing some of the legal stuff. It's like Peter's trying to call him, and then Matt Murdock's like telling him out, but we don't get much more with him.
Okay.
Which I'm a little sad about. But we'll get those 2 together eventually.
Eventually.
Maybe in Born Again.
Yeah.
But that scene is great.
Yeah.
Right after May dies, when they're on the roof of the school. It's like, Tom Holland takes a second to, realize these are two more Peter Parkers in front of him. He's like, you need to go home. And then Tommy's part was good where he talks about where Tom Holland's go, she told me with great power, and then Toby finished with a great responsibility.
Both of them,
And they're both like, Uncle Ben said it right before he died. But Andrew's speech, talk about stuff that we don't get to see because it all takes place after Midsommar, where it's like, I stopped pulling my punches.
Yeah.
It's like, I thought it'd make it better. It didn't. Like, that entire speech is so powerful.
But
from the Spider-Man everyone always forgets about, which is sad because I think out of the 3, I think Tom Holland is the best balance, but I think Andrew had the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, because that's what I heard. Like, Tom Holland is the best in between. Garfield had like the best Peter Parker.
You have it flipped.
Yeah. Oh, best. Well, you can explain it better.
Yeah, like about I think everyone agrees Tom Holland has the best balance between the 2.
Yes.
Toby has the best Peter.
Yep.
And Andrew has the best Spider-Man, which I think I agree. Like whenever I think of Spider-Man comedy in movies, I never think of anything from Tobey or Tom's movies. I think of the scene in Amazing Spider-Man 1. I think it's the first time he's wearing his proper costume. Right after you get like that reflection shot in the glass of the building.
Yep.
And he's talking to the dude in the car. He's like sitting in the back of the car, and he goes, "What's up, dude?" And he goes, "Are you a cop?" I was like, "Dude, look how I'm dressed. You think I'm a cop?" And then the guy in the car and like, "Did you pull a knife?" And he goes, "Oh no, small knives, my only weakness."
Oh my god.
And he whips into the wall.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That scene is Spider-Man.
It's like, oh god, no!
Yeah,
That is the most Spider-Man I've ever seen Spider-Man in a movie.
Quips
Until No Way Home.
Yeah.
In No Way Home, I feel like all 3 of them had it down pat. But in their own respective movies aside from that, I feel like it just defined it.
I don't know that scene where Tom Holland meets those robbers with the Avengers masks.
That's pretty good as well.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
But I feel like Andrew had I felt more organic, but that's because, well, I guess they were both new Spider-Man at the time. But I feel like Andrew did a little bit better. No, and that Tom scene is great. It's like, hey guys, I didn't think I'd meet you this soon. Oh wait, you're not the real Avengers. I can tell Hulk gives it away. That entire thing.
Oh wait, you're not the real Avengers. What'd you say to us?
Well, that scene is great. My problem is that almost no other scene in the Tom movies since then kind of comes up with that chemistry, like that immediate like quippiness.
The joke about them needing to get money from the ATM, though.
Oh no.
I don't remember the joke.
You don't remember the joke he made about...
It's not clicking to me right now.
Explain.
Because one of them was wearing an Iron Man mask and he's a billionaire.
He goes like, why do you need the money? Like,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Tom is quippy. I feel like Andrew
He
did
is.
it better.
Yeah.
Even I agree. Like Tom has a better balance between the 2. Andrew has a better Spider-Man.
Yeah, I feel like Tom Holland, he makes it... His quips make it more obvious that he's young.
Yeah, and like I can kind of argue against Toby. Like Toby is the original. I don't necessarily think he is the complete best at anything.
Yeah.
But he is the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, with Michael Keaton as Vulture in Homecoming, he was the original to play Vulture in Toby's Spider-Man 4.
I heard about that too. Yeah.
That was what was gonna happen. He was gonna have like the full classic suit and everything. But with no way, I keep having a backtrack because keep going on like every time it brings a great conversation.
Yeah.
But no, like that speech from Andrew and all that was really great. I feel like he got a really chance to shine because he got shat on, man. He got so much flack for his movies. Meanwhile, I loved Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes, and how emotional he got when he saw Tom Holland's MJ falling and how it brought back his memories.
Yep, that was perfect.
I love Andrew's speech scene. That's my favorite Andrew scene in the movie.
I absolutely called that. Like
a lot of people called it.
I knew, yeah.
The way that he made it when he caught MJ and he landed and he asked her if she was okay,
and she goes, "I'm fine. Are you?" And he goes, "Yeah."
And
I
he's
cried.
so emotional.
I cried.
I wouldn't blame you, man.
God, when we saw that shot in the trailer, immediately everyone, because Sony did not hide the fact that there were more Spider-Man in the movie.
No, not really.
No.
In fact, not in our American trailers, but I believe it's either the South America or UK trailers. It's cut out of our American ones. In those trailers, you see Lizard getting kicked from an invisible
Yeah,
force.
I saw that too. Yeah.
It's like you're not hiding the fact that there are more Spider-Man. Like everyone knew. Everyone knew.
Yeah.
It didn't affect, still made it emotional as hell when we saw them, but everyone knew.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I was still
everyone
surprised
did.
to see them appear by far.
And they were some of the best parts of it. Let's not take away from Tom. Everything about this movie is good.
Yes.
Like I can nitpick. That's exactly it. I have to nitpick. I cannot say this scene is bad.
Yeah.
the scene where Doctor Strange says, "Have you tried calling them to appeal?"
Oh, so
And he says, "So you didn't even think to call to appeal. You went straight to making people forget."
It's like you didn't think to call them for you, maybe try to brainwash the entire world. Well, when you put it like that, slams. Which Doctor Strange is great in that movie too.
Yes.
Everything fit for him as well. I feel like his line about the stakes in the multiverse were great too, where it's like in the grand calculus of the multiverse, their sacrifice means infinitely more than their lives.
Oh my gosh, the part where he is in that where Spider-Man webs up
In the mirror dimension,
Doctor Strange in the mirror dimension because of the formulas in his brain. It shows off Spider-Man's inherent intelligence so well.
Yeah, that's one reason I also prefer Tom's over the other two. Is like Peter, you can tell he's supposed to be a smart kid. You don't see that in action.
No.
Amazing Spider-Man leaned way hard into it,
Yes.
which I feel like is good. But it's also feel like most Batman movies didn't lean to the fact that he's a detective until the Batman. And even then, the Batman was kind of obvious stuff.
Yeah.
But they at least had it. I feel like they lean so hard into it sometimes. I feel like Tom's the best balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone complained about
He shows his intelligence through. Like, he's young, but he's intelligent as well, and it shows.
Yeah, it's like in Amazing Spider-Man 1, he's the reason he helped create the Lizard because he helped Kirk Connors finish that formula.
Yeah.
But like everyone complaining about MCU starting being Tony Stark Jr. and like everything being centered around Tony Stark. I'm like, well, think about it like this. In our world, if something like that started for one person, that one person is going to have a major effect on the world.
Yeah, Tony Stark was Spider-Man's idol. So
Yeah, and like he's the little kid in Iron Man 2 that with the toy Iron Man helmet and the toy repulsor against the hammer drone.
Yeah.
That's Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I heard about that too. Yeah.
Which is great retroactive canon. But at that time he must have still been with his parents at that time. So so I'm kind of like, what did his parents think?
But I wonder what happened to Uncle Ben though, because that's what I wonder.
That's one reason I think there's in the other two Spider-Man movies, Peter is directly responsible for Ben being put into trouble.
Yeah.
I feel like the way the MCU Peter Parker was set up, he's like so innocent and naive. He didn't have that rebellious nature about him that led to like drawing Ben out the street. So Ben must have just been killed by a criminal, like just that.
Likely.
Yeah, because he had lost his parents, I feel like he was a lot more in the Tom Holland one, he was a lot more conscious of trying not to put any sort of burden on his aunt and uncle.
Yeah,
Which I feel is very much true to real life.
Which I feel like MCU Spider-Man's introduction is one of my favorite character introductions in MCU because I remember in Civil War, Tony and Natasha are talking. And it's like we got contacts, and Tony's like, "Where's yours?" And I forget what she says after, and she goes, "So where's yours?" And a hard cut, big title card, Queens. Everyone's like, "Yes!" But then the scene where like you follow Peter going to the house, and then he has the talking room with Tony, where it's like. I love this that up until No Way Home, we never got the direct with great power line. You always had good substitutes. With 2016 and Civil War, it was like when you can do what I can to save people, and then you don't. That's when the bad things start happening. He feels that sense of I have a responsibility to save these people, and that's what it's for.
Yeah, he had a few good people impart some knowledge on him, but he didn't have that major impact of a family member being impacted.
We didn't need that origin story again, and because that we know he's been there for a little bit and he's learned like he has a responsibility to save people.
Yep.
And then I love the substitute in Homecoming where he takes the suit away and Peter's like, I'm nothing without this suit. And then instead of saying with great power, the super guard, he says, if you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it. And it's important for the person inside, which is a big part of what Iron Man 3 was all about.
Yes.
He's without his armor for that main part of the movie, and he teaches that lesson to Peter Parker. And I'm like, that is an amazing scene.
Yes, it brought him back to his origins because before Tony had gotten in contact with him, he built his own suit. So in a way, Tony was sort of reminding him of where he came from.
Which that homemade suit was pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
But I love that. I love it so much. And it's called back to everything he was trying to... people point out that whenever Tony fails, everything he failed about, he gave to Peter. So like when in Iron Man 1, when his suit froze up in space,
Yep, I remember that.
Peter's suit gets a heater, right, which he uses after Vulture drops in the lake. Tony gets stuck in space, so when he's sending a nuke up the wormhole in the Avengers, Peter gets a parachute in his suit that nearly sends him right back to Earth when he's trying to follow him up in Infinity War, stuff like that. It's like he's trying to do everything he can to protect Peter, which is like why in Endgame, after he's dead and he has that picture of him and Peter at the expo or something like that, like Peter's holding the certificate or whatever. It's like that's the picture he keeps by the sink because that's the kid he failed.
Yep.
Which is so good.
Yeah, and the fact that in Endgame, the fact that Peter dying because of the snap had such an impact on Tony that he made sure that he remembered him, and that I believe he also told stories about him to his daughter as well. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Like,
by the way, we'll try and wrap this up soon. We only got more minutes. I have one more thing to talk about, but before that, I cried when Peter came back in Endgame and he hugged him.
yeah.
It's like that's so sad. And I love how the subtle callbacks are, because in Homecoming, when he goes to open the door for him in the car, and Peter says like, "That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you."
Yeah.
And I remember he goes directly hugs at Endgame, and like I'm crying, but then in my head I'm like, "Where's the door?"
Where's the door?
Because in my head I knew exactly what that was calling back to. So as much as I was getting emotional afterwards, like, so what door is he reaching for?
Like, wait, where's the door?
But yeah, I think one more thing I wanted to talk about before we wrap this up, because I'm running low on time. We will immediately come back to Spider-Man next time. Okay, I promise.
Yes.
But the last thing I want to talk about is like in the aftermath of the movie and all the Easter eggs leading up to it, like stuff like the 3 Peter pointing thing, the meme.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love that so much.
And I didn't know this till after the fact because I haven't played the game till recently. The inscription on Aunt May's grave in the movie is the inscription on Aunt May's grave from the game, the PS4 game. If you help somebody, you help everybody.
Yep.
And I feel like I would have loved that more if I known that beforehand, but I didn't. I learned it after the fact because I hadn't played Spider-Man PS4 yet. But all of that, I feel like matches up to making No Way Home my favorite Spider-Man movie, with Into the Spider-Verse being a close second.
By far, yeah.
I think it's amazing. It got me emotional, and it brought the character. It set the character. The MCU set up Spider-Man with all this support, and then tore all down, which is good for everyone who was complaining about him being Tony Stark Jr.
Yeah.
But also rebuilds in the character in a way that's great. And his final suit at the end of the movie is like it's comic accurate suit, but once you actually pause and get a good look at it, it is a perfect fusion of Toby and Andrew's suits.
Yeah.
You know what I also... The part where Ned uses the sling ring.
Where he uses magic. And then
that was so like...
It's never going to pay off now.
Wait! Yeah, I was like, wait, is this going to lead somewhere? Does he like have... Is he going to eventually become one of the students?
Yeah, which I think is never going to pay off because they already changed that. Ned in the comics is Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
After Norman and Harry Osborn doing Green Goblin, Ned Leeds becomes Hobgoblin. He's a villain.
Hobgoblin is far more dangerous than anything else, too.
Yeah, which I don't think they're going to do now. They had Green Goblin, now they have Willem Dafoe back.
Yep.
And they've referenced in the movie, they kind of like nod to people who knew, and it's right after Andrew and Toby talked to him, and Ned goes to Tom Holland, he's like, promise I won't become a supervillain and try to kill you.
Yeah.
Because they both, because the other two had Harry Osborn become Green Goblin and try and kill him.
Yep.
So I feel like it was a nod to like people who knew, but it's not happening.
No.
Yeah.
I want to talk more Spider-Man, but we're running low on time, so I think we'll come back. We haven't finished the game adaptation talk either, so I think we'll come back to these exact topics next time.
Yep.
So until then, this has been Achievement Unlocked. Joining me today has been Alex, Katrina, and first timer Matt. Hopefully we can have you back again next time we record.
See y'all.
Okay,
Have a good night,
bye.
people.
Watch the Sonic movie.